G'day, I'm David G. Sheshnag Mandia. What on earth is Kundalini? Just a quick video on the technique of Mahabandha. I love it. Sanskrit. Mahabandha. The great lock. The great lock it is. So, in the etheric body, we have a system. And that system's hidden, sneaky bastards, in the medical symbol of today. The staff of Hermes Trismegistus, or the staff of Thoth, the staff of Mercury, and it's taken from Alexander the Great, who took it to Greece from India with Therapeus, along with the word therapy. But anyway, it's not a history lesson on the Asclepius or the Caduceus, this one. It's to do with the knot techniques to unlock certain aspects of your psyche in regards to the practices of pranayama. And pranayama itself means expansion of consciousness or expansion of prana. It's not breathing techniques. It's not breathing techniques. It's to do with the prana vayus and the Sukshma prana, the subtle prana inside the ladder of consciousness, and how that can be affected through three techniques. One is the mind, one is physically, and one is through vibration. So in the yogic practices, you use the magic of the breath to be able to influence the prana. So in that, there's three techniques. There's one in the base of the body, and it's not to do with I can't be too Aussie in it, but when you contract your anus, it's not to do with that. When you contract your urethral sphincter, it's not to do with that. And they have their terms in yogic practices. One is called when you stop your urine coming out or you contract the urethral orifice, it is called Vajrayana mudra. If you contract your anal sphincter, it is called Ashwini mudra. It's not to do with that. It's to do with contraction of the pelvococcygeal muscles in between the two previously known or mentioned areas. And for females it could be to do with the vaginal orifice, or it could be to do with the cervix. For males it's basically the perineum. So, if you can contract that spot, there is a practice which is a combination of the two words, Bandha and Mooladhara. So it's Moolabandha, because it's a lock at the Mooladhara chakra, at the base of the torso. So, there's a practice called Mahabandha. And Moolabandha is one practice that is involved in it. The other practice is Uddiyana Bandha, which is the practice that they do prior to the experience of Noli, which is a yogic technique designed to influence your prana vayus and the samana, that is the energy that is responsible for digestion. So there's a technique where you breathe out, and in that, contract the abdominal wall back towards the spine as much as possible. Then suck up the abdomen into the chest, so to speak, so it becomes really concave, your abdomen, and there's retraction of the diaphragm with the exhalation. So the abdomen's pushed back and the diaphragm are literally exposed. That is called Uddiyana Bandha. Then there's another Bandha in the throat to do with blocking the trachea, and that's called Jalandhara Bandha. So Mahabandha is a combination of Moolabandha, contraction of the PC muscles, Uddiyana Bandha, expiration, so it's to do with Bahir Kumbhak, which is a Sanskrit word for suspended exhalation. And then, that is around the diaphragm, and then the lock of the throat, Jalandhara Bandha, which locks the trachea. It's not recommended for an extended period of time. This is to do with altered states of consciousness and affecting the prana on a very deep level. I won't do a demo. I have to be half naked for a demo, so maybe I'll do a demo on another video and show from the sideways perspective Mahabandha. But in this video it's purely theoretical, and it talks about the psychic ladder and the physical techniques designed to influence the state of consciousness in our own being through application of what is known as the bandhas, contractions in the pelvococcygeal region, the diaphragmatic region, and the tentorium or the mandibular region of the human framework. There you go. Wow! The goddess Vach, the goddess of speech, when I'm in an experience called spontaneous samyana, which is I'll do a video on that. And then we'll talk about Vach in that. Om Namah Shivaya, Hara Hara Mahadev, share the world, sheshnag.com. What on earth is Kundalini? I really like these yogic physiology videos. Better do a few more. Could be my juice, you know. Yogic physiology, Sanskrit, share the world.